Hey folks, so today's video is about how to do this nuke challenge as someone like me who doesn't have the vault unlocked to have recharge nuke, and you're not that far in the game to be able to just annihilate things or in orb devo. So unfortunately this is going to cost you like 150 gems, so you do have to decide if it's worth it for you, because you're going to do a respec to be able to do this, right? I've already done my respec, but it's a simple respec, so I'll show you how to do it and my advice on it. Obviously there's different ways to do it, I'll show you both ways. So you've got to kill 100 at first, and I think it goes up to 2,000 in the end, right? But obviously you can get 50, you get 50 out of it, right? No, you get 60. You get 10, 20, 30. So you get 60. So you would get your 150 gems back, and then you get an extra 20. Or if you're buying the double, you're obviously going to get an extra 80, right? So obviously you're going to need your nuke card. Then I use wave accelerator just to make the waves a bit faster so they can stack up quicker. Intro sprint. This is the one which you can get away with if you want, but wave skip, I feel like it's a nice one because it gets you through the waves quicker, gets more spawning. Recovery package is just for the health. Energy shield for the tankiness, you don't really need it on. Enemy balance is an important one, gets more enemies spawning. Health, health regen, extra defense, and fortress are all for just tankiness, for surviving. You don't want anything in damage because you don't want to be killing things. So I've just put like a little bit into that utility there. It's not really important. Put some into health, health regen, defense. Haven't really invested too much because I want to be building into my build. Not invested anything at all into damage. So then you're going to go onto a wave that you can survive. I kind of usually go higher waves. This is just I'm experimenting with something. So I'm experimenting with something new whilst making this video, yes, but generally the thought process is the same. So you're just going to start and then realize that the reason we don't go to tier 1 is because you can still kill everything without any upgrades. In fact, that's why I forgot one thing that is super important. Modules. So I've got like damage increases, so unequipped modules that have anything to do with increasing damage. The reason I'm clicking on these ones is just to check if we've got like increase damage and anything like that. We shouldn't do, but obviously this one's an ultimate weapon damage. So let's try again, but we're going to up it to about tier 4 so we can't kill straight away, and then make sure that we turn off anything that would kill them. So now they're building up this time, as you can see. Now, you can't use your nuke straight away like this, and that is because I'm in my intro sprint. But intro sprint is going to get me into higher waves, some more things are going to spawn, basically. But as you can see, I've got to the spawn cap here, so you can actually end intro sprint early, and then just wait until the end of the wave, nuke. Then you just end your round, and then start again. Like that one nuke, press the right thing, got me 43, right? Now we're going to go into cards, and we're going to take off our intro sprint. Then we're going to go back here, start again. We can use nuke from the get-go. And then we're just going to wait. Apologies, needed to cough. And as you can see, the enemies aren't really spawning as quick. What was stopped spawning on wave 30, which is basically wave 3 here. They're still spawning in, yet still spawning in. So we'll nuke now, and then obviously it's going to spawn a few more, end round. So it's up to you whether you put intro sprint in or not, but if you put intro sprint in, you're going to have to basically click to remove the intro sprint. Now, bear in mind, I'm using a level 2 nuke, so it is a bit slow progress. Obviously, people around my level are going to find it useful because they're going to be doing the same. So just wait for them to stack up. Obviously, as you can see, I am still killing 1 or 2 very slowly, but not very often. So stop spawning. There we go. We've got our 100 enemies home. So we're going to go into here. Now we need 250. We're already at 127. battle. Almost click nuke straight away. Don't do that. I might speed this end bit up just a little bit for you guys, just because obviously I'm just waiting. I mean, you guys can just speed up. I'm just going to complete the whole thing on video so you can see how long it takes me. You can speed run it or you just stop watching. You'll see how long it takes at the end, right? Obviously, the video will have the setup beforehand, but you can see how long it takes for me to set up. Yes, I did do the respec before I started recording, but as you can see, you don't really invest much in the respec itself. So just end round, retry. Might as well just keep hitting retry. We don't really need the energy shield at all. It doesn't do anything in this, but I just like having it in because it's a defense thing. I just put all the defense things on. As you can see, they're not even touching my health because I've got that much health. I only invested in my health a little bit. It's at 1,200, and we can do this on tier 4, no problem. So yeah, it's going to take a while, but what can we do? You can watch me watching my screen. Yeah, but anyway, whilst this is doing this, and if you are still actively watching, leave comment, say what you like about the fact that I'm starting doing these videos. If you want me to continue making videos like this, I'm open to positive and negative feedback. The way I see it is I'm happy to make content. If people don't like me, at least that's honest feedback and I can improve, right? So please reach out. Let me know if you want me to do videos and certain things. Let me know. I am happy to do videos and other things. At the moment, I am trying to grow my channel. Trying to do videos in different areas. Try and get like a actual community that talks. That is my goal. So we're just going to wait until we don't have to wait until enemies stop spawning per se. We just need to get it to the point where there's a lot on the screen. It's finding that balance. So while this one runs, I've just got 2 more quests. That's fine. So then we're just gonna, so it's 2,000. So obviously getting to 2,000 is going to take a little while, but you'll see out of the amount of time that it usually takes when you're trying to do it like less focusing on the quest, it's a massive difference doing it this way. Starting to think that I can probably just nuke at the end of wave 3 because you're getting like what, 2 or 3 spawn on wave 4. There we go. Hopefully that'll help settle. So just wait until the end of wave 3. There we go. Can nuke in that one because they don't spawn in that bit. End wave, yes. Retry. End round, not wave. Don't get those two mixed up. So yeah, basically you can just wave 3, end off, just nuke. So it's basically the same really whether you use Injure Sprint or not, so don't bother with Injure Sprint. Just to confirm as well, right, I'm not wanting to step on the toes of the giants, and by the giants I mean like J-Plays, Crowbar, all of them. I'm not going to go through all the names because I'd be here for a while and I'd have to remember them all. I'm not good with remembering names off the top of my head. But definitely, I just decided my channel's starting to struggle lately. Like, I'm making content, but I'm running out of content to make on Black Desert in my niche. So I just thought I'd expand, do videos on other things. Definitely going to continue with Black Desert, don't get me wrong. But I figured just spread out. But I didn't want to spread out into other niches in Black Desert because I feel like there's so many content creators for that. Don't get me wrong, I know there's plenty of content creators for the tower. I'm not expecting to be as big as any of them. I'm just basically, I enjoy playing this game. I'm going to make videos on this game because I feel like there's not that many content creators. I think there's like one content creator that might be at the same level as I am right now. There's some that have videos like where they did have like the point that we were at English. Like they have been at this point before, but now there's like end game. So I'm kind of starting here. I realise I will be end game at some point on the tower, but I feel like that's not going to be for years. I am trying to skip to glass cannon. Now this is getting less effective now I'm talking. But I am trying to get to glass cannon straight away, rather than going full EHP build, then to glass cannon build. Yes, it might be more effective to go full EHP, I'll get more out of it. But I feel like binking the glass cannon switch is more beneficial for me. It's going to be still AFK like I like to play, but it is the apparently best strategy there is at the moment. And it also means that like I'm going to do better in tournaments, and that's where I want to go. I want to get better in tournaments for 2 reasons. So one, it's the vault. and two, it is the stone currency. Like the tournaments give you the most stone currency, so the higher the tournament, the more stones I'm going to get in, the more I can invest in my ultimate weapons to get my black hole permanent. That is one big thing. I want permanent black hole, and then um, just like the masteries, like card masteries, are also stones to unlock, right? So I know I need a lot of stones. Best way to get stones is get higher tournaments. So it just makes sense to go into glass cannon because glass cannon is the best thing for doing tournaments and getting higher in tournaments. So that was a bit of an early nuke, but makes up for the later nukes, I guess. That's totally how the logic works. So yeah, I get this is a bit boring now at this point. Like you've seen how it works, but I just wanted to basically run it for however long it takes to get to the end of the quest. At this point, as it's over 12 minutes, I think I am going to edit this video and just speed up this whole bit of just trying to get to the levels, or I will break it down. Yeah, I'm just going to do chapters, right? I'll do chapter 1, set up chapter 2 to get to the first part of the quest done, chapter 3, quest 2 done, chapter 4, rambling, and getting the last part done, of course. Oops, I know I didn't pick up any perks. Retry. How close am I? I know it stops when I check into it, but 7:50. Yeah, this is going to be a very long video, but I'm adamant that I'm going to get this done. If anyone's stuck around this long, I'm actually impressed with you guys, especially if you're watching it fully. It's not riveting content, but I'm just showing that I'm doing it like this. I've not done anything different. I don't change up tactics halfway. It's legit showing that this is how I do this nuke challenge at my level. There's no like other alternate tricks. It would be nice if there was, don't get me wrong, but this is the state of the nuke quest. It also points out if the devs watch this, this is what it's come to get this 2,000 nukes because it's ridiculous. This is such a mean quest for lower level players like myself. And I'm not even like low end, right? I've been playing this game for technically over a year, but I had a year hiatus off this game, so technically probably just 2-3 months. Um, it just shines a light on how this needs to be fixed. I say needs to be. It'd be nice if it was. Like considering how fast we complete other ones, just have it so when we get the new, like just have it 1,000, right? Cap out at 1,000. I've not even hit 1,000 yet. We're 14 minutes in. Because like, for the people that are end game, have the vault where it activates the nuke before they die, and oh yeah, that's why I'm getting wave 4 sometimes because it skips. I need to pay attention to skips. So I guess that's one downside of having wave skip. I'm going to actually take wave skip out now. I've seen that. Oops, that was package chance. But to be fair, packages aren't really doing much for me. So whilst we're here, like my nuke, 35% of the enemies. If it was like tier 7, I would be doing amazing. I would be killing so many, getting there quickly, right? But right now, with someone with a tier 2, it is taking forever. And bear in mind, it's tier 2 with maxing out all my commons and my rares. So that says a lot about the or uncommon. Sorry, these ones are rares. All my commons and uncommon cards are maxed. Round, yes. Retry. This should make it a bit smoother because we no longer have the whole getting waves skipped. So like some of the ones where I was like up at tier 6, it may have just been because of wave skips. Now I know for a fact if I go over wave 3, it's because I wasn't paying attention. I mean, obviously if I go to wave 4, it's fine, but wave 3, 4 is where you want to hit your nuke. Obviously, in like the next couple of weeks, I say next couple of weeks, next event, I'll be buying 80 more cards, so my nuke might become more effective. So next time the nuke quest comes up, which let's be honest will be next event because it's been every event lately, um, then it will become more proficient for me. I'll be able to get this knocked out of the park so much quicker. I might make a video once I get my nuke to max, just show how much more proficient it is doing this technique because I'm not going to be going into an orb devo or anything. Like that's the thing as well, though, right? So for people that are in the orb devo or any sort of devo where you hoard your enemies before you kill them to make more um, coins, this new quest isn't going to be that bad for you guys. It's for people like me who just use blender strategy all the way. We literally can't do this new quest without respecking unless you have the vault. Like I said, then obviously your vault has the ability to just use your nuke automatically before you die, and then you're going to get 2,000 probably throughout the whole event. Uh, have we actually made it over 1,000 yet? We should have. Yeah, we just made it over 1,000 like 2 nuke uses ago. So that would have been like being able to do it in under 20 minutes. So it is a bit of a shock. I mean, I'm half tempted to see because what each wave, yeah, each wave probably spawns about the same. I was just thinking, would it be quicker if I just did 2 waves and just like blew it up every 2 waves, restart? What, wave 1, wave 2, I mean, yeah, they spawn about the same each wave. Wave 3 doesn't really get that big clump though. I feel like wave 3 actually spawns less. Yeah, end of wave 1 you do get quite a few. Wave 2, and then again at the end you kind of get a big clump. Or not, maybe it's just random. But yeah, I mean, you can nuke wave 2, wave 3, it doesn't really matter, it's still going to take ages. So let's have a look. 1207. I think I am actually going to speed this last bit up to like 1.5 times. You'll still be able to understand me. It'll be a bit quicker, and I'll just tell you at the end of the video how long it's taken. Just because I can see the time in the bottom corner, like I'm at 19.55, 19. Right, I'll try that again in a couple of seconds. I'm at 20 minutes exactly. This actually is quite proficient though for me, right? So I was doing this the other day, like the last tournament. I keep calling it tournament rather than event. I was doing it in the last event. It took me like half a day to do because I respect, but I put too many things on. Like I'd activated the pulse, I'd put my orbs on, just because like I wanted it to get as close to my build as possible, but didn't invest in damage. I just invested in defense and stuff. So I shot myself in the foot basically. Well, I didn't want to spend another 150 to try it again. I thought 300 gems just to get one done is a bit of a mistake. But then the amount of runs that I did, where like the amount of time it took, probably ate more cells and things than it was worth in gems. I should have just paid the extra gems. But hey, what can you do? So obviously you're gonna have some patience to get it done this way, but it is you can do it for the first two, I guess. You'll only get 30 gems, 30 gems, 30 of the currency. Again, if you've got paid for the extra pack, you'd get 60 altogether. I mean, the last one is what makes it worth it, really, getting that extra 30 out of the last tier of the quest. But it's very like much soul draining doing the nuke to get up to the 2000. Still debating whether to do wave 3 or not. I mean, plenty spawns, but this definitely doesn't spawn as much as wave 1 and 2. Almost set it off straight away on wave 1. That would have been a waste of time. Just Yeah, I was just thinking of something that might be worth doing, right? Or would be nice as a developer point of view. Giving us the choice to lock the nuke card when we unlock it. Be like, no, I do not want this because I don't want the quest for it. Or give us a choice to re-roll that quest when it turns up. Just be like, I don't want that quest. I will pay 50 gems. Yes, that's a lot, but I'll pay 50 gems to get a different quest, and this quest is not allowed to come back up in this event. Because that way, right, it would be a case of it's cheaper than paying for a respec, but it's expensive enough to think, is it worth me doing this? Do I want to spend 50 gems to get something better that I can do easier or more AFK? Or do I want to spend, it's been 23 minutes so far, so what, 25 to 30 minutes of my life doing this specific method to get 2,000 kills? I bet a lot of people will pick that 50 gems. I mean, I would pick that 50 gems, right? Just to re-roll it. So it doesn't give me it completed or anything. It just gives me another one, like a different one. Like use Death Ray to kill 40,000 enemies or whatever the ridiculous amount is on that. But that's active all the time in the background, so you can just do that on an AFK run or multiple AFK runs. I think it's 4,000, it's not 40,000. But that's active all the time. You don't have to keep doing this. And it can only be used on like nuke, or you can only use it on one out of all of the things that come up, because obviously it's not just the nuke one that comes up. You can get ones for ultimate weapons you don't have unlocked. I haven't had that for a while actually, but you can have it on ultimate weapons you don't have unlocked. It asks you to get it right. So why not just give us an option to skip the ones that we can't do, but skip in a way that it changes it to something that we can do, or something that hasn't been rolled for you in that event. I mean, obviously, it will come down to a choice if it was to do that. Like if you had one where it was a ultimate weapon that you don't have, or one that's nuke. Or if you get both at the same time, you'd have to choose: do I want to use the nuke or do the ultimate weapon? Like trying to get that constantly through the random ultimate weapon unlock perk. Or it could be like 50 to reroll the first one, 100 to reroll the second one, and then obviously just go up by ranks of 50. Obviously, they would run out of quests that you can do, but obviously you just go, you can do it this many times, gets 50%, 50 gems more expensive, but when you run out of things that you can reroll the quests to, you're stuck with what other quest comes out. and obviously it would know which ones to, like it would have ones which it's got reserved for adding the extra quests, so that they know how many quests that they give out per event, right? They'll be like, this is the amount of quests that are allowed to be in the reroll queue. If it gets to the same amount, that's when you stop being able to buy rerolls for it. So you could do your rerolls to get one that you like, but then you might not know that on the next day when you get like your 2 extra quests added, there might be one that you don't like still in there, but you can't do anything about it because you've already done all your rerolls. I mean, obviously, I know I've just gone off on a tangent about something that would probably never be added in, but that's something that I would like to see in this game. That's something that I would do if I was the developer, because I feel like giving people that option to not have to do event quests when you can re-roll your daily quests, right? It makes sense to be able to re-roll your event quests, especially when you have event quests like this. Like I've been able to go on a rant on about how to add a feat, like how I would implement the feature. I mean, I haven't gone on the implementation per se, but the functionality of the feature, I've gone in depth on that, and I still haven't completed it. Retry. Starting to zone. No, this is ridiculous. Boom. End round. Honestly, can't wait until my nuke kills more than it does now. Like 35 is painful. I could have potentially tried to push to try and get it, but probably won't get it with the amount of gems that I have right now. The fact that I've had multiple gem blocks in this video is painful. I haven't had Bob yet, though. I don't think I remember seeing Bob running around. At least I know I'm almost done. That's actually got me like glad about the fact that I'm almost at the end of this video. What I'll do is I am going to edit it, right? I'm going to shorten this last bit. So the first tier and second tier of the quest will still be full length, but the second it hits to completing that second tier, I'm going to put it to 1.5 times speed, I think. I'm going to say exactly what the time is at the end of this, and then I'll put on the screen in editing afterwards. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. How long it took me to complete this quest, actively doing it. Yes, there could have been like a little bit more streamlining, which I kind of did along the video, but at least I can show just how painful it is to get this quest done. I mean, at this point, I guess I could kind of do it in the background if I threw a nuke on my farming build. There we go, 2,000 done. Took 29 minutes, 45 seconds. That is ridiculous. So that's everything. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this helpful, and leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao for now.